I'm Jason Giroux, and here for my live audience for my informative speech, it's my boy Steven, Boomer, and Jake. Imagine sitting at home when someone from your family yells to you that they are running to the store and will be back shortly. Now imagine getting that chilling phone call that someone in your family had been hurt or even killed while attempting to text and drive. According to AT&T.com, texting and driving increased 50% last year, and 2 out of 10 drivers have admitted to texting while driving behind the wheel. When I was 16 and a junior in high school, I was involved in an accident while attempting to text. I was heading to a basketball game at my high school with a couple of my friends and ended up hitting the car in front of me at a red light. Luckily, no one in my car or the car in front of me was injured and the damage was minimal. This accident did make me realize how things could have been worse and how much damage and pain could have been suffered while I was attempting to text and drive. Texting is one of today's most popular forms of communication, and while seemingly innocent, can be the most dangerous and sometimes fatal form of communication. Today I will discuss the risks, outcomes, and safety measures involved with texting while driving. First, we will discuss the risks involved while texting and driving. The stats with texting and driving are alarming and just upsetting on how bad texting and driving actually is. According to AT&T.com, in 2010, those who text and drive are 23 more times likely to be in a crash. Also, when drivers read or send a text message, their reaction time is doubled. When asked to respond to a flashing light while texting behind the wheel, drivers more than 11 times miss the light altogether. Of all cell phone related tasks, including talking, dialing, or reaching for the phone, texting while driving is still the most dangerous. Now, according to Nationwide.com in their article, Driving While Distracted, distraction from a cell phone use while driving extends a driver's reaction time as much as having a blood alcohol level at the legal limit of 0.08%. That's alarming to think that texting while driving can also be as dangerous as drinking and driving can be. Now, with all the multiple risks that are involved while texting while driving, it can also cause serious damage and sometimes fatal outcomes. Texting while driving can cause damage to vehicles, damage to the body, and can also be fatal. According to the article Texting While Driving by Automotive Feet in January of 2010, texting or cell phones are the #1 cause of distracted driving accidents in the United States. And accidents by drivers using handheld cell phones outnumber those driving hands-free by a ratio of something like 15 to 1. The difference between these is a life and death scenario, and texting while driving can be very fatal. Distracted drivers could also cause about 6,000 deaths and 500,000 injuries every single year. In 2010, there were 3,092 deaths in texting while driving incidents, but they claim the number could be much higher with all the damage caused. Now, with all the risks and the outcomes that come while texting while driving, there are safety measures that one can take to reduce the risks and the outcomes. The safety measures play a crucial role in reducing the risks and the outcomes of texting while driving. According to distraction.gov, in 2011, the Department of Transportation has held 2 national distracted driving summits, which are banned texting and cell phone use for commercial drivers, encouraged states to adopt tough laws, and launched several campaigns to raise public awareness about the issue. According to AAA Travel, the tips to prevent texting while driving in 2010, some of their tips that they can advise for people are to turn off the cell phone. Just let your voicemail capture everything and it'll keep you much safer. They also claim if you still are tempted to text and drive, put your phone somewhere you can't reach it, somewhere like your trunk, your glove box, somewhere which is not accessible. If you do have to call while texting and driving, it is advised that you pull over to the road somewhere safe and get on with your phone call. Safety measures are easy to follow and would help reduce the risk and outcomes of texting while driving. I've had many first-hand experiences to texting and driving, and also an accident by texting and driving. Realizing the risks and outcomes and the safety measures are huge in stopping this problem and helping everyone stay on the road safely. Texting is one of today's most popular forms of communication, and while seemingly innocent, it still can be the most dangerous and fatal form of communication. Hopefully someday, drivers will realize the dangers of texting while driving and try to abandon the habit.